In 1992, a NASA satellite detected something impossible beneath the sands of Arabia. Not a rock formation, not a natural fault, perfect geometric patterns, straight lines, buried pathways, a city where no city should exist. Ancient texts described it as a civilization so powerful it believed itself untouchable. Modern archaeology said it was a myth, yet the satellite data did not lie. A city swallowed by the desert, a civilization erased in a single event. They called it a legend. NASA called it an anomaly. And history may have called it a warning. Long before satellites traced the Earth from orbit, ancient manuscripts spoke of a lost people in the deep south of Arabia. They were builders, engineers of stone and scale, masters of trade routes that connected Africa, Mesopotamia, and the Indus world. Greek and Roman geographers wrote of a wealthy desert kingdom controlling the incense roads, frankincense, myrrh, gold, flowing through a city that rose like a mirage. They called it Ubar. Others called it Iram, a city of pillars, not huts, not tents, columns that reached upward as if challenging the sky itself. Ancient travelers described towers visible from miles away, guiding caravans like beacons across the void of sand. Water systems carved beneath the earth, wells engineered with precision, a civilization thriving where survival should have been impossible. Then, suddenly, silence. Trade routes collapsed, maps changed, the city vanished. No war records, no gradual decline, just absence. By the Middle Ages, scholars dismissed Iram as a moral fable, a cautionary tale about arrogance in the desert. European historians classified it with Atlantis, poetic fiction, not geography. And yet, the desert remembered. Local Bedouin tribes passed down stories of cursed ground, regions where the sand swallowed camels whole, where ruins appeared briefly after storms, only to vanish again. Something had been there. Something massive and something catastrophic had erased it. Then comes the anomaly. A different manuscript tradition, a different lens. Ancient Arabic texts speak not symbolically, but geographically. They name the people, they name the terrain, they name the architecture. A civilization known as Ad, a city called Iram, described explicitly as possessing pillars unmatched in the lands. Not metaphor, architecture. The texts describe advanced construction in a desert basin called Al-Ahqaf, the wind-curved dunes of southern Arabia. They describe wealth so vast it altered behavior, power so complete it erased humility, a society that believed collapse was impossible. Then comes the detail no myth needs to include: a wind, not a storm, not rain, not fire, a sustained atmospheric event, a force that lasted days, a pressure system that penetrated structures, a wind that did not merely knock buildings down, but removed them. Modern climatology has a name for this: a hyper-arid wind collapse combined with sinkhole failure. Satellite studies now show that the region beneath the empty quarter sits atop vast limestone caverns. When water tables collapse, the ground implodes. NASA's imaging revealed ancient caravan routes converging on a single buried focal point. Ground-penetrating radar confirmed collapsed towers beneath hundreds of feet of sand. Pillars, exactly where the texts placed them. Not allegory, coordinates. The desert did not slowly bury Iram, it swallowed it. This is not a story about punishment. A different manuscript. It is a story about a different lens.
Ancient manuscripts
Arabic texts
speak
not
satellite
symbolically,
technology
but
confirming
geographically.
geometry.
They name the
Climate
people.
science
They name
explaining
the
the
terrain.
mechanism.
They name
A city
the
once
architecture.
dismissed as fantasy,
A civilization
now mapped
known
by
as
orbital
odd.
sensors.
A city
Atlantis
called
of the
Iram,
sands was not
described
lost to the
explicitly
ocean.
as
It was
possessing
lost to
pillars
physics,
unmatched
to environmental
in the lands,
arrogance,
not
to
metaphor,
geological blind
architecture.
spots.
The
Civilizations
texts
do not
describe
disappear
advanced
because they are
construction
weak.
in a desert
They
basin
disappear
called
because they
Al-Ahqaf,
believe they are
the
immune.
wind-curved dunes
And the
of
desert
southern Arabia.
keeps receipts.
They describe wealth
So the question
vast
is no
it
longer
altered
whether
behavior,
Iram existed.
power so
The
complete
question is
it
simpler
erased humility,
and far more
a society
dangerous.
that believed
How many
collapse
other
was
myths
impossible
are still buried,
then
waiting
comes the
for
detail
technology
no
to
myth
catch
needs
up
to
with
include:
memory?
a wind, not a storm, not rain, not fire, a sustained atmospheric event, a